Got the fade. The fade is there. Joel. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Black History celebration, highlighting Black excellence in the community. Today, we are ready for our auction. And so we are going to show you these items again. So we have our Betty Boops. We have a Betty Boop notebook pad and pens. We have keychains. We have a wallet, all these unique items. We have alarm clocks. We have a snow globe. We have a bedazzled hairbrush. And at the top there, that is your 4x6 Betty Boop picture frame. And now remember, all these proceeds for the auction is the auction fundraiser for those suffering with mental illness and homelessness. And so we're gonna ask for our best top offers possible because this is for a great cause. And so I want to also show you the Barbies. That's right, we have Barbies for you. We have our Teresa Hawaii Barbie. We have our Mia and Naya Barbies from the Kelly Club collection. And we have our holiday Barbies. Look at them in their emerald and ruby gowns. And at the top there, that's right, that's the Barbie too. That's the Brandy Barbie. That's the Brandy Barbie, yes. All right, all right. And we don't want to leave our techies out. We've got a home theater sound bar. We've got a stereo system, an in-home compact stereo system for your social distancing, small gathering parties. And that sound is really booming. And you want to get your information out. You want to stay in contact with your business. And so we have a fax machine for you. And if you do need to travel, we have a compact travel size humidifier for you. And so we're asking for the best prices possible. You may include your bids in the chat, or you can contact me through my websites, which are listed in the details of the YouTube channel. And we're asking for the best bids, top bids for these items. And with any items purchased for the top bids, $100 and over, you will also receive what I'm also involved in, which is the One Hope nonprofit organization. You'll receive a bottle of wine that also the profits go towards those who are in need of shelter. So you want to get these items right away. Help us to raise funds to help others. All right, we're going to take a short intermission again, another short intermission, and we'll be back with our vision boards. And stay tuned, because we're also going to be talking with my Aunt Ethel Miller, who's going to be taking us for a look back in history around the effects of racism, all the way up to now, identifying and her reflections of our new VP, Kamala Harris. And we can't wait to talk with her. So stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. Everyone, we're back and we're talking about vision boards. Vision boards are important because you want to like have a roadmap to your success, right? And so this is just a board that I have done recently as the new year came in. And so what you want to do is set up yourself for success. Okay, so of course, with mine, I'm talking about my purpose, um, talking about lights, camera, action, and we're ready to go. And so I wanna keep love in at the forefront, right? God's promises. I want to keep that love at the forefront. Spiritual growth during this time of the pandemic, our spiritual growth is important because, for one, you have these feelings of hopelessness, and so you want to stay close to God at this time. And so, just give you a synopsis. Peace, happiness, love. And then you also want to stay positive. You want to stay positive. You want to stay around positive people, influences. It doesn't have to be people that are out there in the world of celebrities, but if there's some good people out there, I mean, then go for it. Okay, like for me, I love Lizzo. Lizzo, I mean, that's my girl. Okay, and then who doesn't love Tabitha Brown? Okay, all right. Who doesn't love Tabitha Brown? Everything that she touches turns to gold, and she has a heart of gold. She has a heart of God, and that's perfect for me. Drew Barrymore, you know, you don't sleep on Drew Barrymore because she is genuine. She's a genuine person. She has great love in her heart. She's always been such a sweetheart and just true to the characters that she's played. Um, and then she highlights people in the community. And this young man here, he is a great crochet person, okay, craft and all that. And so he also made a book, and so he uh, takes and supports those in Ethiopia with his profits. And then you have a good friend of mine. She was on Dr. Oz with me doing System 20, and she's doing great. She lost 70 pounds. I'm getting there. Everybody has their own time and their struggle, but she pushed through, and you don't know someone's story until you talk to them. And so she's done great things. J Lo, J Lo, I got here because J Lo personifies that same thing, that same positivity, love, and just a great personality. She's been through a lot, and we're actually the same age, same year, 2 months apart. But this is what I'm trying to get back to, because we kind of got that same frame. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm trying to get back to that. So that's my motivation for not only working with a new system, a new health system for my own physical prosperity, my own physical success. It's all about feeling good and motivating and pushing yourself. And so here you have my drums over here. I don't know if many of you caught the beginning of it, but yeah, I threw down my drums. So you may have to watch it back. But oh yeah, I want to excel in my musical career and then learn some more instruments, because it's always about improving yourself. And then yeah, I got these cards down here blinked out. I got them blinked out because that's what I'm looking for. Home, the home that I want, not about flashiness, but just about you know, where I want to be in life, where I want to be. And so, down here, what does that take? What does the materials take to do that? And so you got where you've got to reach out, you've got to touch people like what we're doing right now. We're reaching out, we're talking to you guys today during Black History Month, and with I am my brother's keeper. I made a purpose of putting five loaves of bread, but this is a croissant because I couldn't find a loaf of bread in my search for my materials. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. And two fish. And so you want to spread that out. You want to spread the love. And even though you have just a minimal of materials, you work on, you improve on that, and you will shine. It will go. God will bless what you have if you keep him at the forefront. And so, all of that. And many of you who know me, I like to clean. So I have my own cleaning business a while back. I still have it, but it's because of the pandemic, it's very minimal. But I want to venture out, and I want to continue to help others who can't help themselves, which is my motto for my cleaning business. So you want to just think about what you want to get out of life, what you need to get it, and then you just put it on these vision boards, and it'll help you in your process. Okay, and so I just wanted to show you. We get these cardboards here, right? Cardboards you can get anywhere at your local stores. You can go to a 99-cent store, which is what we have a lot of in New York, and you get your materials, your things. Um, so you set it up, and then you also want to get a couple of magazines and old newspapers, and you find what you want, you cut it out, and you put it on the board. And so, what I'm gonna have us look at now is my eldest daughter. She started working on hers, and so she's gonna show you what she had started working on, and just to give you a few ideas of what you can do. Okay, and so she's coming in. Is coming in. My Grandmaster Jay is got his foot down. It's all right. It's all right, man. It's all right. We'll be right back. It's all right.
Okay, so my name is Takira. As you know, I'm Monique's daughter, oldest daughter. And so I started my vision board and just kind of wanted to map out some of the things for this year and map out for the coming years, especially for 2022, because we're still branching off from 2020. So a few things that are listed on here is I'm now a mom, which started last year. So I just wanted to kind of also insert some goals as being a new mom and also being married. I wanted to put some goals in there for that, and then the expansion of family, and then just some personal goals as well. So the top of it shows conclusion for 2021. So one of those is I wanted to be very specific because when you're looking and creating goals and want to, create a time frame for yourself, you have to be very specific because you can put goals on your board and those goals can be whenever. So I wanted to be very specific. So for April, I really wanted to work on um, getting my mother a home. And so that's one of the recent goals that I've been actively working on. So I just wanted to just kind of present that. Another goal is actually having another baby. So just being pregnant, not actually delivering, but being pregnant again sometime this year. As far as down the road goals, so I've put like a destination wedding. And so what I have is vow renewal in 2027. So that's what I'm looking forward to as far as for plans for me and my husband. And then possibly going to the Greek islands, which is one of our dream places that we would like to visit and see. But also having a long lasting, loving, and happy marriage is definitely a big, big goal of ours. And one of the couples that we do look up to and admire is President Obama, previous President Obama and Michelle Obama. So that's why they're there. And a few like personal and family goals. So I did start working on being my healthiest last year, and so I'm going to continue that. So I want to just lose some more weight. Also, I mentioned expanding family, so I do want to have 3 kids with my husband, and this is the resemblance I would like as God sees fit. And then at the top, what I have is God is the author and finisher of my life, which He is the ultimate focus in everything that we do and everything that I've done throughout my life. And then I just wanted to also highlight some trips that we discussed for family trips. We do have some other personal trips, but just primarily the family trips, I wanted to highlight of some of the things that we haven't experienced either together or one of us hasn't experienced. So, taking our children to Sesame Place, taking a family trip to Las Vegas, specifically going to MGM location, um, and also Disney World. So I put, Mickey and Minnie there, and then, kind of cut up some words from magazines. And also with an expansion of family, we need a bigger vehicle. So I also put that on the vision board. So this is just a gist of some of the things that I'm looking forward to with my husband and and our family. There is some more stuff that needs to be added on here, but this is just majority of the gist of what I'm looking forward to as far as goals and my vision board. So thank you for your time, and I do encourage any and everyone to do vision boards because it gives you a sense of direction and it also allows you to set goals for yourself that are attainable.
Woo! Thank you, Kira. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Um, just so you know, uh, she has been very, uh, very instrumental in helping me do these things. And I just have to shout out her, my daughter Amelia, my son-in-law Joel. These things don't happen. These meetings, these programs, these lives I do, they don't happen without their encouragement and their assistance. And so I just want to give a shout out to them for helping me do these things. And so I hope that the information that we presented to you on how to do vision boards was helpful and that you take that next step in improving your success and wanting to map out your future. And so, with that, we'll be right back. I know we've got a lot of little intermissions today, please forgive it, but we have to set up props in between. We don't have a studio, so this is what we have to do. And we appreciate you for being here and taking the time. And when we come back, we'll be able to talk with my aunt Ethel. Okay? All right. So we'll see you in about a minute or two. All right. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. I want to introduce to you all my Aunt Ethel Miller. And Aunt Ethel, how old are you?
I'm 88 years old.
88 years young.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. That's right. So Aunt Ethel, can you tell us a little bit of what it was like growing up when racism was fully open? I mean, now we know, we've always known it was there, but it's kind of in the back of the house. And I wanted to know from you, what was it like growing up uh, during the time where racism was rampant?
Well, we were raised up in a 10 family house. There was my mama was named Sarah Humphrey
Mhm,
and Sarah Kennedy Humphrey,
mhm,
and my dad was named Frank Anderson Humphrey. They
mhm.
lived in a 10 family house. There was 5 bedrooms upstairs and 5 rooms downstairs. But we were raised of it. We had, they had 21 children, and they are all deceased now except me. And
Mhm.
I'm 88. My brother, he died year before last, Lindsay
Yeah.
Humphrey. He died in San Diego, California.
And so in the one family home, how many rooms were there, and where did you fall in having to share and sleep with?
Well, Bertha and I, we slept together.
Mhm.
And there was 5 bedrooms upstairs,
Mhm.
and there was 5 rooms downstairs, and out from the kitchen
Mhm.
there was it was built off from the house just a little bit. It was built off, but yet and still it joined the house. and that's where mom cooked that and everything. We had the washboard. We had to wash our clothes on the washboard and boil them in an iron pot and wrench them. And after that, we hung them out on the line so they could get dry and everything. And going to school, my dad, he wouldn't, there was no school buses. So I was going to F.R. Daniel School. So there we had to walk 5 miles to school. After finishing Pleasant Hill Elementary School, I was going to F.R. Daniel High School. I finished school when I was 16 years old, and I graduated when I was 16. After that, I went to work down here in New Bern, down in New Bern on the New Bern News Boulevard. I worked at this cafe. At that cafe, I shucked oysters, clean clam, clean the shrimps, the fish, and I served food in there. And after that, I worked from that Saturday evening until that Sunday night. And my dad would come down and pick me up every Saturday night, every Sunday night, and he would pick up my paycheck and he would bring me home. But he told the owner, don't give me the money, give it to him. And that's just what the owner did.
Okay. And what type of restaurant was it? Was it black owned?
No, it was a white owned
Mm-hmm.
restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It was a white owned seafood. That's what it was.
Okay.
And on the farm, we raised cotton, corn, corn, soybean,
Mm-hmm.
uh, sugar cane,
Mm-hmm.
had apples, pears, strawberries, and something else we had. And it was something else we had, but I forgot what that was.
Okay.
But we had to go out. Oh, we had collard greens.
Okay.
We had cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
We had lettuce. We had thyme. We had cabbage, collard green, thyme,
Mm-hmm.
and oregano. My daddy grew all that. We ate all our food, and he grew corn also. And also, my father,
Mm-hmm.
he had a mill. He bought a mill, and he would grind up his own meal. And there, that meal, he would make the grits out of the corn.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we had had the corn meal, and we had our cornbread, and we had our grits, but we didn't have no flour. There was my cousin, Sam Gatlin.
Mm-hmm.
He had a horse,
Okay.
and he had a horse, and this horse he would drive. He had a harness around his neck
Mm-hmm.
that was to hold the mule back
Mm-hmm.
tightly.
Okay.
There in that there was when the sugar cane got ripe,
Mm-hmm.
my dad, we had to cut the sugar cane down which grew up in stalk. And in the sugar cane, it was a chalk. Somebody in here? No. There was a chalk, and the juice would run into that. I'm trying to get Erica nose ring. After after it was running,
Uh-huh.
it will run into the trough.
Uh-huh.
So after it will run into the trough, then they would take it and put it like into a barrel, which was liquid.
Uh-huh.
Into the liquid, they would put it into this iron pot and let it cook for
Uh-huh.
about 10 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
After that, he would take it back and put it back into the barrel.
Uh-huh.
So into the barrel, it was sit like in the wintertime.
Okay.
And it sit and it would come thick. And that's how we got the molasses. So we sopped a many molasses biscuits
Uh-huh.
during that time. We sopped a many molasses. Cause that molasses came from the sugar cane.
So you guys you raised and planted all of your meals. So every meal that you had was from something that was planted and grown on the farm.
Yes. Also, there was a store in New Bern that was named Big Star and
Uh-huh.
A&P. We had to get up mornings and cut the vegetables down, put it
Uh-huh.
in a crate box,
Uh-huh.
and wait.
Erica, I can't.
Tobacco. He
Uh-huh.
had 3 tobacco barns.
Uh-huh.
We had those tobacco barns were 4 feet apart
Uh-huh.
inside and they was about 8 foot, 9 foot tall, 9 to 12 foot tall, and they were 4 feet uh across in
Uh-huh.
there. And we had to get in that tobacco barn after
Uh-huh.
cropping the tobacco, which
Uh-huh.
was the lugs, the sand lugs, which was the bottom leaves.
Yep.
And then the next lead, they call it the healthy leaves.
Uh-huh.
And then they own up until you get to the top. At the top, they call it the tips. And
Uh-huh.
the tips was where the flowers and stuff was, which became the last part of the tobacco. And we
Uh-huh.
had to put all that tobacco in that barn. And we would get up mornings and take that tobacco out of that barn so that my dad could take it to the market to sell. And when he sold it to the tobacco,
Uh-huh.
we sold the tobacco
Uh-huh.
on a string
Uh-huh.
and a tobacco truck. We
Uh-huh.
had it on a tobacco truck, and after we get the tobacco truck full, we would
Uh-huh.
take it to the barn, and
Uh-huh.
that's when he would put it on the string. We will put it on the string. From the string, we would take it to the barn, and that's when we would take it up into the barn, and we
Okay.
would stretch on those 4 feet and hang it up there. Inside the barn, there was a chimney. It
Uh-huh.
was a chimney that he had built on the inside the barn, which
Uh-huh.
was about 12 feet, about 10 feet long.
Uh-huh.
Inside of that, he heated it up with
Okay.
wood, and we had to constantly burn that wood into that heater that caused the tobacco to kill out the brown and everything.
Uh-huh.
And he took the tobacco to the barn and sold it and everything.
So was
Also sold the cotton and the corn and all that.
uh-huh.
But during the wintertime, we had to go in the barn after shot, getting the corn out of the field off the stalks. We couldn't get out there during the winter time. We
Right.
had to go in the barn and shut the corn and put
Mhm.
it inside the barn.
Okay.
And that's what we did during the winter time. He
Mhm.
had two mules. One was named Kit, and the other one was named Cat. That's what those two mules were born, and they work. That's
Uh-huh.
what they did. And he had numerous amount of, he had 4 cows. We had to milk the cows. Every day we had to milk the cows.
Mhm.
We milked the cows and we took the cow's milk and
Mhm.
put it.
Erica is on mute. I can't hear him, Erica. It's on mute.
And when it got cold, the cream would come up on top of that. So we
Mhm.
took the cream off of that. And
Uh-huh.
that's what the cream, we would take that cream, when the milk get cold, it comes up like a butter like. And we
Okay.
took that cream and we shook it up. And that's why we made the butter out of that.
Mhm.
And, and we said salt, molasses, butter, and that cream.
Did you ever come across any issues with not being paid fair for what you all had grown? Would they take advantage of Papa Frank and not pay him for what you all had grown?
No,
Hmm.
because my daddy, he would always collect the money.
Okay.
So we didn't know anything about that.
Okay.
We
Okay.
didn't know anything about the money or nothing like that. He was a money man. He
Okay.
would take the money, and my mom, she had like a little old sack, these
Mhm.
stipends, pillowcases that they have. Sometimes you see them nowadays.
Right.
She would take the money and she would tie that up and fix it up,
Uh
and she
huh.
would put it around her waist, and that's what she carried the money in. But we
Okay.
didn't have anything like that. He
Okay.
also had some rabbits
Mhm.
that he had, but we ate the rabbits.
Okay.
And, yes, he ate the rabbits.
Uh huh.
Also, there was a medicine that was
Mhm.
for like toothaches.
Mhm.
And what the medicine
Mhm.
was my dad, every rattlesnake he saw, he would kill the snake.
Uh huh.
But you have to kill the snake before it bite its tail,
Right.
because if it bite its tail, it would be poison into it. So he
Mhm.
would he would do he would do the rattlesnake, rip the snake out, take the skin, take the fat out of it, and he would put it into a half-a-gallon jar and hang it up in the summertime and let it drip drop, drip drop. And that would be the oil that come out of that rattlesnake. And
Mhm.
out of that rattlesnake
Mhm.
oil,
Uh
he
huh.
would sell it to Johnson drugstore. And
Okay.
that's what the people used during that time for toothache.
Wow.
And with the deers that my dad killed, he killed
Uh-huh.
2 bears. He would skin them, and he would skin them. We ate the deer meat. He took the dry hide and laid it out on the ground on the shed on the back part of the barn and tacked it up so it would dry. And
Mhm.
after it would dry,
Uh
he
huh.
would take it to Johnson Cleaner
Okay.
in New Bern.
Uh huh.
And there he would sell that high. We had two we had one in the living room on the floor. That was our decoration. Hmm. He sold the rattlesnake oil too. It was good for
Okay.
toothache.
Mm-hmm.
To Johnson Drugstore. They
Okay.
still have the Johnson Drugstore there now, but it's demolished.
Okay.
And the cleaner, it
Mm-hmm.
still remain there also
Oh
in
wow.
Newburgh.
Okay. Okay.
Johnson cleaner, it still remain there. But
Okay.
they have remodeled and made it into some
Mm-hmm.
therapy place for people selling clothes or something like that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
And
that's
so
that.
as
Everything that we
uh-huh.
grew is what we ate.
Mm-hmm.
Rabbits, chickens, and all.
Okay.
Sure did.
Okay. And so did any of you face any struggle or opposition during the time you were growing up? Were there any instances where um, you were treated differently, and how did that make you feel?
Well, my daddy, he was so mean. We had a mean daddy. And everything we grew on the farm, that's just what we ate. Out
Mm-hmm.
of the 21 children,
Mm-hmm.
every time one would get grown, they would leave home.
Okay. And so you never came across anything outside of the family that
Well,
had
outside the farm family,
uh-huh
when we got a chance and when we could, we
uh-huh
went to the white man to help them on their farms and everything. So
mm-hmm.
much so until my dad said that he wasn't gonna work us like that on the white man farm. You can work for yourself and you eat for yourself. That's just what he said. So that's just what we did. And everybody respected him during that time. And over on 43, he owned it at a piece of property there. And my daddy, he worked and sold tobacco and his
Mm-hmm.
little soybeans and stuff like that. And he
Mm-hmm.
had 125 acres of land.
Okay. Okay. How was the community around where you live, like the neighborhood? Did everyone pretty much help each other within that
Ye-
during that time?
Yes, everybody knew everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They had a church called Pleasant Hill and one called Macedonia. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody knew everybody. And everybody's children had to respect the other person's children. They had to do it. They had to do it. If you had a child or I had a child, we had to respect us like that. But the white man,
Mm-hmm.
some of them was nice and some of them was kind of arrogant.
Okay. So it
So
was
that's all.
it
Huh?
what we complain about today and things that we don't have is nothing compared to what it was like. Because I could imagine, because even during school days you had to get up and do this work, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
So
get there either when we got in the afternoon, we had to cut them greens and the stuff so he could
mm,
sell them the Big Star and the A&P and stuff like that. So he could take it to the market and make money so we have to eat.
okay.
Everything he grew, we ate it.
Okay.
Everything he killed, we ate it. I have even ate some muskrats before, but my dad killed it, and that's just what we ate. It.
Hmm. So
We
nothing.
ate raccoons.
Uh-huh.
Sure did.
So nothing went to waste.
Not the way that it is right today. We're living in a mansion today, but before it was hard.
History to share.
I even wrote a cookbook one time, and
Hmm.
I sold it. I wrote
Okay.
a cookbook and I sold it because I made up my own recipes,
Hmm.
made them up, and I sold that book.
All right. And
So
and and I want to let y'all know my aunt Ethel, she could cook. You know what they call now Aunt Ethel, they say you can burn, meaning you could cook some great food and it tastes good.
yes, yes. Well, my granddaughter Erica, she's
Uh-huh.
a culinary cook. She used to
Okay.
be behind me every day that I be in
Yeah,
that kitchen,
that's
and
right.
I taught her how to cook. And even to today, she cooks right now. She's one of them chef up there.
Hmm.
Yes, that's what she is. She's a great cook. And
Uh,
as for me,
uh-huh.
I used to cook cakes for the weddings.
Okay.
I used to cook wedding cakes.
Mm-hmm.
I sure did.
Yep. I
I cooked
mean,
them. I
I mean,
even up until today, I have the same cake pans right now. That great big pan down at the bottom, the
uh-huh.
next one, and then the other one. I can cook them right now, but
That's right.
I'm bed bound now, so I can't get up and do it like I used to do.
That's
But
right.
one of these days, I'm just praying to God that
Mm-hmm.
I get back in my kitchen and get on doing what I'm supposed to do. I
Right.
make rolls and all that stuff.
I know it. Listen, you taking
Cinnamon
me.
rolls, make cinnamon rolls and all that. I made them all. And when
Still, we're still waiting for the connection to kind of level itself out. Erica may be going out and coming back in so that we get proper reception. But look at the history there. I mean, you know, uh, just like we were talking about yesterday, the things that we're taught by our ancestors, you know, the importance of working together and growing things together and knowing that this is our legacy. And so everything they grew, every animal they had, everything was raised, grown, farmed on my great grandfather's land. And so um, we just take pride in the fact that we have that history. Sometimes it was rough, it was difficult, but they made it through. And so you know she's 88, right? And the last living sibling of 21 children. It's actually 22, but one was stillborn. And so, I just wanted to bring her to you so that you would be able to share this history with me. Erica, you back?
she's outside,
Okay, all right. So you could, because we had lost the connection a little bit on Ethel. Um, so, um, so what? How did you feel when you saw that we had our first Black African American president, Barack Obama? What was that like for you?
It was very good for me.
Uh
I
huh.
was very proud of him. Also, Michelle, or his wife, also, and his kids. Matter of fact, I have their picture up in my house right now.
Okay. Okay.
I have their picture up in my house.
Mhm.
And far as my house
Uh huh.
concerned, I paid $10,000 for my house.
Uh huh.
I had it moved from Trent Road
Uh
to
huh.
New Bern.
Okay.
And this man named Luke Martin, he independent,
Mhm.
and Jimmy Collins,
Mhm.
they he moved it over here. He charged
Okay.
me $35,000
Okay.
because they had to take the roof off the house and they underpinning in order to get it off. And
Okay.
Luke Martin told me to always keep my house with some blue on it because it would
Okay.
be a blessing.
That's
That's what
right.
he told me. And
That's
so that day up to now, I still keep me some blue on there. If it's not nothing but a blue trimming in the house.
right.
Luke Martin is dead now. He lived in
Uh huh.
Colonia Park, I think it was.
Okay.
And I did just what he told me.
That's
And
right.
this house,
Uh huh.
it is
Uh huh.
it's concerned as the homestead now.
Okay.
Because the really homestead house
Uh
that
huh.
was across the street,
Uh
my
huh.
sister Carol, she had it cut down to
Right.
a one family house, which was that 10 family house.
Uh huh.
She had it cut down.
Right.
So they consider my house as a homestead house.
Right.
And when they had the barbecues and all that stuff like that, they comes over here and they comes over here. We all bungle up. We
Right.
the way to sleep and everything.
Uh huh.
Bungle up to sleep. Got our little quilts and everything like that.
That's right.
Mm,
Beautiful.
yeah. Erica's is in now.
Okay. Um,
Mm.
Erica, I lost the her video. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Was y'all
Uh,
finished?
we got one more question to go.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I'm just gonna ask you one more question, okay?
Okay, what is it now?
Okay, so what are you? What we asked about Barack? What do you? How do you feel about seeing the first female woman of color as our vice president?
I feels great. I am glad to see a black man come aboard and a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also proud of
Uh-huh.
Bowman Harris. I
Uh-huh.
mean Byman and Miss Harris.
Yes.
That's inside the chair. I am so happy
Yes.
because this is the first that has ever happened
Right.
in years and years and years.
That's right. That's right. And
And I hope to God that there'll be many more. Trump want to get back in the chair. I'm praying to God he don't make it. If you do, you're gonna catch hell on top of hell. You don't want to do nothing for you. Trump don't want to do nothing for the black people.
the fact that she's still here to see that. And
Beg
we're
pardon?
I said we're happy and excited for you that you are here to see it and be a witness to it. And
I receive mail from Michelle all the time.
He said
Okay.
off
she
and
was
on.
happy that she was able to, live to, she was able to live to see a black
Morocco.
person in office,
Hmm.
a woman of color and a man.
Yeah.
That's a
And
That's
so
blessing.
now we have two.
that's
We
right.
have
That's right.
two and
That's
two.
right.
And Miss Harris, who's the vice president of Lyman, she
Uh-huh.
always has a smile
Yes,
and she tells the truth.
that's right. That's right.
Okay.
All right, Ethel, thank you again so much. This was beautiful. Um, I I've known some of the history, but I've learned so much more, and I was happy to share it with everyone during this Black History celebration.
And who you gonna share it with?
We just shared it with a few people that are watching uh, this on this YouTube channel. So it's a few people that subscribe to the channel. They're watching with you.
Okay, and you give me $20
I sure will. That's
You
right.
give me you give me $20 for my information.
I sure will. That's right. That's right. We must always pay
That's
those
right.
who put forward and give us life and information, and you are certainly due your worth, and I will give that to you
You
and a
see me.
little bit
You
more.
give
I'm also
me
He
gonna
said
send
she
you
gonna
some
$20.
other stuff. I'm gonna
I
send you some
ain't
other stuff along with that
joking.
$20.
I'm not joking. If you don't, I ain't giving
I
you nothing else.
know, I know you're not
I
joking.
got, I got plenty more up in my head. I ain't gonna give it to you.
No,
I got plenty more because
that's
when
right.
Uncle Henry wanted to know something, he would call from Chicago and ask me.
Right. That's
And
right.
if you don't, I ain't giving you nothing
Lord,
else.
I miss him, Lord.
Nothing from.
Lord.
That's right. Nothing for free.
That's my
Well,
breath
say
I
bye,
had to
Grandma.
come out. That's my breath I had to breathe out.
That's it. That's it. I got you, Aunt Ethel. Don't worry about it. I got you, and I'm gonna send you some.
I ain't worried about it. I want it.
You gonna get it.
Say
You gonna.
okay, so say bye to YouTube channel, Grandma.
Okay, bye.
Say you gotta, you know how to say bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye. I love you. Thank you so much. This was great. We had a few technical issues, but that happens.
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting us be a part of it. And send me the link so I can go up there and look at it.
I hope you enjoyed this time as much as I did. And again, any of the items that we have on auction for the fundraiser, just hit me up on my websites, on my apps, and let me know. And I'm so grateful for you being here today. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll see you again soon. All right, bye everybody.